So welcome. Today we're here with Roland Crosby, and he's the owner of 1-800-WATER-DAMAGE, and he helps homeowners with anything from fire damage, water damage, and the big thing nobody likes to talk about, mold. So we're here to have him answer a few questions. So welcome to another episode of Let's Get Real. So much for joining us today. I know as a realtor, I get inundated with questions about, oh my God, we found mold in the house. Can you explain too about how this is fixable, possibly some ways to prevent it?
Sure. Mold is everywhere. Mold is outside, mold is inside. It's just a natural part of life, and it's gonna be there, and there's nothing you can do about it. But what you don't want is an elevated mold levels inside your home. In order to determine if you do have elevated mold levels inside your home, you would need to get an air quality test, and they would test your mold levels outside and then test different areas inside your home to determine if you have elevated mold levels. If you do have those elevated mold levels, you want to try to resolve those as quickly as possible, cleaning them up with an antimicrobial. The typical area that you're going to find a lot of mold is in the attic. The attic is where it's more confined space, and it's considered outside the living envelope. However, like I said, if you're venting your bathroom into the attic, it can result in an increased humidity in the attic. And if you have poor ventilation, if you're not enough soffits, or if you have new insulation that's covered them up, you're going to have an increased level of humidity, and life needs water, and that mold now has an opportunity to grow in that space.
So if you're looking to sell your home, a lot of times it's advantageous to bring somebody like Roland in, do a complete inspection, and that way you can discover any mold issues that you might have, get those remediated, taken care of, so when you put your house on the market, it's not something that's going to surprise the buyer when they come look through your house.
One of the things you want to do is kind of just take a look up there and see if you have proper ventilation, or if you see any visible mold. Then it can be remediated relatively quickly. Getting the air scrubber to capture any mold spores, vacuuming the mold spores that are there visibly, treating it with an antimicrobial, and then possibly treating it with a stain remover to remove staining, and then a mold inhibitor or mold control to kind of inhibit any future growth. It's one of the more important things that you probably want to do because there are those that are sensitive to it and can become very irritated by the increased mold levels.
So if you're thinking of selling your home, give Roland a call. He can come in and do a quick test, find out if there's anything that you need to clear up before you put your house on the market. And as a buyer, if you're out there looking for the perfect home and it has a mold issue, he'll let you know if we can fix it. So thank you so much, Roland, for joining us and clearing up some of those questions. I'm sure you guys might have a few more, especially if it involves mold. So feel free to call the number below